Okay, I just wanted to go over a few things that we saw at San Diego Comic-Con over the weekend. Lots of cool stuff was shown off by a bunch of different companies, many of which I like, and I think you do too if you're watching this channel. Just a disclaimer, just because I'm not showing something doesn't mean I didn't see it or hear about it, it just probably means I'm not that interested in it. Without further delay, we'll start with some wrestling stuff since I know that some of my audience really enjoys wrestling and nothing else. Start things off, we got a 2-pack of Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens that really caught my eye. You don't see a lot of like regular plain clothes wrestlers in Mattel's line. You saw a lot of that in Jakks Pacific's line, but not so much with Mattel. So it's cool to see that, and this is based, I guess, on a specific in-ring segment that happened with them. So it's cool that Mattel paid attention to the detail. I'll probably pick this up just because I like all the props. I like the way Jericho looks, and I don't know, it's pretty cool in my opinion. And next up, I noticed we got a Hardy Boys pack coming out, and it's a current Hardys, so you get like a broken Matt and how Jeff appears kind of like right now. Although, to be honest, Jeff doesn't really look a whole hell of a lot different than he ever did, so, you know, whatever. I do like that they're both Elite figures. We haven't had Elite Hardy Boys in forever. I don't have any, so I'm for sure going to pick this pack up too. They also showed an Elite Stone Cold with his university shirt and the World Heavyweight title from back in the day. The Attitude Era big... what is it, the Big Eagle belt? I forget exactly what they call that, but I like this figure. It looks awesome. Nice to see another Elite Stone Cold in something other than his regular wrestling attire, so yeah, I'm going to pick this one up too. I don't know if this is supposed to be from a battle pack or a single card release or what the deal is, but this basic Rhino looks a million times better than the Elite to me. The Elite had those giant arms and stupid shoulders, and I pretty much hated it, so I didn't buy it. But this one I probably will pick up. It looks a lot better in my opinion. And obviously last, but certainly not least, your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle, finally getting an Elite figure. This is, I guess, the return of the, what do you call that, the entrance greats line, but this time he's going to be an Elite figure rather than the basic. Fine with me. The more Elite Kurt Angle figures we get, the happier I'll be. I like that they went with an early appearance first, where he's still got hair, and he's got kind of his, like, Captain America looking singlet on, like with the red and white stripes in the middle and everything. I dig it. I mean, this was the exact attire that I wanted them to make for Kurt Angle, so I'm happy to see that they did it. Obviously, I would like to see a bald version at some point down the line, but I'm sure we'll get that. I mean, we'll probably see a bunch of Angle figures, and I'll be happy to see him come out. So we move on to Marvel Legends, and it looks like we're getting an X-Force wave, or I think they're technically calling this the Deadpool wave. Starting things off, obviously, with Deadpool himself. This is like a 90s version, so it looks more like his like X-Force appearances in the comics at that point, where he's just kind of like an assassin, like a merc for hire. He doesn't look a whole lot different from Deadpool how he looks now, so if there's anything to be learned from this is that Deadpool's costume design has pretty much remained consistent throughout the years. But I will pick this up because I do like the subtle differences, and I'm sure whatever Build-A-Figure is in this wave I'll probably want to put together, so that's cool. We also got ourselves a classic 90s Cable back there, looking straight out of the pages of New Mutants and X-Force, and honestly, this was the Cable I wanted all along. I still like the old Toy Biz Cable in terms of his size. I don't know why Hasbro has been making Cable so giant all along, but I mean, Cable is drawn differently based on whatever artist draws them, so I mean, I can understand that, but the design on this Cable is spot on to me. I definitely want this figure, and I'm going to be excited when he comes out. Moving further along with X-Force, we get Domino. I missed the old Domino that I think came in a 2-pack or something, I don't know, and I'm happy to see this one because I actually think this figure looks a lot better. Domino is one of those early X-Force characters that I really liked, so it's cool to see her come out. They need to just fill in the gaps with like a new Cannonball, give us Boom Boom, give us a new Warpath, like, you know, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Probably, was it Feral or Wolfsbane? I think it was Feral. But yeah, just give us the team. You're most of the way there already. There's also this Ghost Rider with a motorcycle. This is actually really sweet looking in my opinion. This is like the one thing that Ghost Rider has been missing since like the Toy Biz days, was having a motorcycle. Like, without having his ride, he's really just kind of Ghost, isn't he? Like, he's not really a rider at all. I don't know. Also in the X-Force wave, we're getting X-23 from the more recent rendition of X-Force, I guess. It was, I don't know, I want to say in the past probably like 5-6 years or so, where it was Wolverine and Archangel and Psylocke and that team. But we're way overdue for a new X-23, so I'm happy to see it. I would eventually like to see them repurpose this body for a current version of Wolverine and how she appears in the comics now. I think that would be cool, but I'll be happy with this figure in the meantime. So So something interesting I see they're doing is going throwback, like kind of like how the Black Series was doing with Star Wars, with like the old school carding and stuff. So we're getting that with a Marvel Legends line, I guess. You see Captain America and Punisher back there packaged. Here's Spider-Man in the package. Now this is obviously just a redo of the Pizza Spidey, but I think he has slightly different coloring. Like it looks like a lighter blue, and I do like that lighter blue, so I probably will pick this figure up and hope that the extra hands that it looks like he doesn't have, hope I can use the Pizza Spidey hands for that purpose. And now we move on to Storm Collectibles, who in my opinion is stealing the show here. Not only at San Diego Comic-Con, but basically stealing the show in terms of best action figures of 2017 in my opinion. Here we got Baraka, who, I mean, all of these are right now just unpainted prototypes, so I would expect them to change probably for the better before the actual final releases happen. But for now, we just kind of have like mock-ups to go by. Baraka looks good. I can't wait to see how they implement his articulation and everything with the blades in his arms. I think if they're smart, they'll probably have a mechanism where you could remove the blades, or like they'd be attached to his hands, because you know Storm always has those extra hands, so you could have like just kind of relaxed, non-clawed hands. I don't know. No, I'll just wait and see what they do, I guess. There you see Liu Kang. I mean, he's pretty basic. Looks kind of like an MK1/MK2 era of Liu Kang. So, I mean, I'm not overly thrilled with Liu Kang in general, but once this figure's painted up, I'm pretty sure it's going to look nice. But what really caught my eye was this giant dragon. Now, I don't know if this is like a deluxe figure that comes with the dragon, or if there's going to be like two versions, or if the dragon is sold separately. Like, I didn't hear anything about any of that. So, if anyone knows, leave a comment and fill me in, because I'm kind of in the dark on that. And there you see Katana, who obviously the first female character in the line, and I think they did a good enough job with her body type. It looks like she's got the double jointed elbows and like all the same articulation as the male characters do, which is great. I would imagine Katana will probably also come with an alternate head, possibly either with a different hairstyle or with an unmasked head. And you know, when you see Katana, that means you're probably also going to see repaints, so I imagine Jade and Melina will follow. If I had to speculate, I'd say Jade would come with a bow staff and probably also an alternate head, and Melina would come with her size and would very obviously have to come with her alternate head, you know, to show off those beautiful, lovely teeth she got. Moving on, there you see one of the cyborgs. This means we're going to also see more repaints of these guys. We're going to see Sector, we're going to see Cyrax. I would bet that they could use this mold for some of the SDCC and New York Comic Con exclusives next year. So for example, you might see like a Cyber Smoke at San Diego, and possibly a Cyber Sub-Zero from MK9 at New York. I mean, I don't know. That would just be the type of thing that would make sense if they were to do it, but again, I'm just speculating. But either way, the cyborg body looks great. I can't wait to see how they incorporate all the accessories that would come with either Sector or Cyrax. So, for example, like Sector's missiles or Cyrax's net. I mean, this line's got me hyped. I can't say enough. And moving on to some stuff we've already seen. I got Reptile and Noob Saibot here. Noob Saibot, I just had to get myself one on eBay off the secondary market. Damn scalpers, they got me. But, you know, I wanted the figure, and I knew this was the only way to get it. Reptile, I do have him on pre-order, and he'll be shipping, I guess, whenever he's available. So that shouldn't be too hard to get. If you're interested in Reptile, you can still get him on a few different websites, I believe. But both of them look amazing, in my opinion. Yes, they're all just repaints of Scorpion, but that's what these characters are in the video games, so why wouldn't they be in the figures too? And last and certainly not least, we've got the Emperor himself, Shao Kahn. Now this figure, first of all, he looks giant, and I'm thrilled with that. I remember seeing this guy in person at New York Comic Con last year, and man, like, it was a thing of beauty. Like the chair, the hammer, all of it. Like, again, it's kind of the same as Liu Kang. I'm wondering if this is going to be like a deluxe figure that comes with the chair, and you can possibly get maybe a basic version that doesn't come with the accessory, or if it's all going to be lumped in together as one thing. I'm not sure. Anybody who knows, leave me a comment, let me know. Now moving on, we got some Street Fighter stuff coming out from Storm Collectibles as well, and I'm excited about that. We're going to start by looking at this Bearded Ryu, aka Hot Ryu, which was this year's exclusive, although here are some repaints that I'm seeing, which means I'm guessing these are either going to be further down the line, like exclusives to somewhere else, or these are just going to be basic releases. I'm not sure. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if you missed the SDCC Hot Ryu, don't sweat it too much, because you're going to have at least 2 more chances, judging by the pictures, because you got the one in blue there and also this one in black. So, you know, don't sweat missing the original one too much if you're okay with repaints. Moving on to the bad guy, obviously we got M. Bison. Here he is in green with his psycho powers. I do like the look of the green and gold like that, but for me, the one I'm absolutely going to get is this one here. Just damn, look at that. I love the way the blue looks, the red on the pads and the like gauntlets and boots and everything. I really think it's awesome looking. I do have the standard version coming in the mail this week, but this might be one of those Street Fighter figures where I double up on and get the swap out colors too, just because I love the design of Bison in Street Fighter V, and this color scheme really reminds me of that Street Fighter V animated series they did like in the 90s sometime, the anime one. So I'm excited. I want to get this one. Speaking of alternate colors, here are the 3 versions of Zangief so far. I do like that they're actually giving us palette swaps like right out of the gate. As far as Storm Collectibles goes, I kind of think I'm going to stick with secondary colors for some of these characters, just so when Figuarts inevitably releases the same characters, I can buy those in the standard colors. That way I'm not doubling up on too many of the same designs, but anyway, that's just me being weird. Zangief, as far as he goes, I think the one I like best is the one with blue trunks with the brown hair. I don't know, like, I mean, he just looks cool. I like the design on him, so I'm definitely going to pick him up. And this figure looks massive too, by the way, so I can't wait to see how much this is going to set me back. There you see Chun-Li striking a pose. They only showed this version as far as I'm aware. There were no secondary colors of her yet, although she's one of those characters where they can basically repaint this in any color scheme and they probably will make money on it, including money from me. So, hey, I'm eager to see what they got to offer with her. Here you see Akuma. Now, this figure is great looking if you like the design of Akuma in Street Fighter V, which I do not. So I'll be passing on Akuma in this case, but just in case you do like the way he looks, I gotta say, the figure looks like it's going to be a solid figure. It looks like it's going to be really nice, like Storm Collectibles has been known for their quality for these figures, so I mean, begrudgingly, I'm going to have to skip it just because of the design not being something I like. But you can see there appear to be 3 versions. There's a standard, there's one in red, and then there's one that's like, I don't know if that's like his Shin form or his Super Saiyan form. I don't know, who cares? And last there you see Ken. Now, we've seen the blue and the red standard one a couple of times, but I believe this is the first time they've showed the yellow one with the white shirt. And getting a closer look at that, I think that's going to be the one for me. I really like the way the yellow looks on him. I don't know if it's from any of the particular games, if he ever had a design like this, but I do enjoy it, so I'm probably going to pick that one up. I suppose we can close things out by moving on over to SH Figuarts. Here's a couple Street Fighter figures from them. There you see R. Mika, aka Rainbow Mika, in the back. Nice looking figure. I imagine she'll be highly poseable, so you can pull off a bunch of wrestling moves and stuff, as you would with her character in the video game. And there in front you see Cammy, who was announced some months back, I believe. So looks like articulated braids too, which is actually really cool. I can't wait to get Cammy. And I believe that's Rashid down there, but I'm not as interested in him. I mean, I don't hate the guy or anything, but he's just not one of those characters that I really have much regard for, so I'll probably pass on him. But what I will not be passing on is this SH Figuarts Akuma. Now this is what Akuma is to me. The lion Mufasa main Akuma, that's not really my thing, but this one, just damn. Especially because I missed the old Soda figures like many years ago. So this is definitely going to be the one for me. If he is as poseable and fun to mess with as Ryu, I can tell for sure that's going to be like a strong contender for like one of my figures of the year this year. Or maybe next year. I don't know, whenever he comes out. But I'm definitely for sure getting it. And last but not least, let's go over to Figure Rise for a little bit. They do some like build-it-yourself model kits. I've shown Frieza on my channel. I built that figure a while back, and it's nice. I like these style of figures, so it gives you something to do, and then you wind up with a cool display piece at the end of it. There you see like Vegeta's Saiyan pod in the back. But the thing that caught my eye was the time machine here that Trunks arrives from the future in Dragon Ball Z. Not only does it come with the time machine that you put together yourself, but it also comes with like the cocoon form of Cell that came back with it from the future. So I don't know, I just think it's really cool, and it'll be something to do one day when I'm bored and I can put something together and have a nice little display piece for my DBZ shelf, I guess. So with that all in mind, what are you looking forward to from SDCC this year? Do you have any favorite figures you saw you want to get some of the same ones as me, you want to tell me why I'm wrong for liking the things that I want, go right ahead. Leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm looking forward to doing some more animation at some point here in the near future. Wanted to keep in regular touch with the audience at least a little bit more, let you know that I didn't forget about you, but it's just been, you know, kind of hard to get some videos together lately. I have a lot of stuff going on in life, so I would like to get a little more regular with that, so hopefully you'll be seeing some new animation soon. Anyway, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you use. I don't know, I'm probably on there, except for Snapchat. I don't have any of that crap. Anyway, this has been Captain McKay. I'll catch you next time.